Something extraordinary is happening in the cosmos, Aquarius. Between October 29th and 30th, your entire vibration shifts permanently. You're stepping into a frequency so high that nothing from your past can survive within it. Old patterns, old fears, old limitations, they dissolve in the light of who you're becoming. This is not a prediction. It's a prophecy written in your stars. The universe has flipped the switch, and from this moment forward, you'll never be the same. Stay until the end. Every second of this message carries a code for your next chapter. Sign number 1. On October 29th, the cosmos delivers what astrologers call a quantum break, a sudden rupture in energy that realigns you with your highest destiny. Uranus, your ruling planet, merges its unpredictable lightning with Pluto's deep, transformative power. This is the celestial equivalent of the universe pressing Control plus Alt plus Delete on your old energetic operating system. If you felt emotionally restless, physically drained, or mentally overstimulated, you're not losing balance. You're being recalibrated. The frequencies surrounding Earth right now are expanding at a rate humanity hasn't experienced for centuries. And because you, Aquarius, are the most future-coded sign of the zodiac, your body and spirit are the first to respond. Your nervous system, that sacred electrical grid running through your body, is being upgraded to handle higher voltage energy. Imagine trying to run a modern supercomputer on a battery built for a flashlight. That's what your spirit has been doing for years. It's been carrying divine purpose through outdated wiring. Now, Uranus surges through every cell, forcing a reset that aligns you with who you were always meant to be. You might notice waves of emotion appearing out of nowhere, bursts of inspiration followed by deep stillness, or moments of crying without reason. This isn't chaos, it's energy clearing. You're purging centuries of karmic residue, not just from this lifetime, but from ancestral timelines. It's like your soul is exhaling everything it no longer needs. Even your physical habits may shift. Foods you once loved could suddenly feel too heavy. Loud environments might feel abrasive. You'll crave nature, silence, and solitude, not because you're avoiding the world, but because your energy field is restabilizing. Your aura is stretching beyond its old limits, expanding to hold more light, more intelligence, and more divine power. Every breath you take now carries higher frequency information, almost like downloading new spiritual software. These downloads can appear as sudden clarity, intuitive ideas, or an irresistible pull toward a new path. Don't doubt these impulses. They're not random. They're coded instructions from your higher self. The you who lived on survival energy, chasing, struggling, people-pleasing, is being deleted. In its place rises the version of you who thrives on alignment energy, calm, magnetized, and divinely guided. As this shift intensifies, you'll notice the world reacting differently to your presence. People from your past might suddenly reappear, drawn to the new frequency you radiate. Some will seek closure, others reconnection. But here's the truth. Not everyone can follow you into this new vibration. You're not rejecting them. Your energy has simply outgrown the resonance of old cycles. At the same time, unexpected opportunities will emerge. Invitations, projects, or collaborations that seem to fall into your lap. They are not coincidences. They are confirmation. The universe is signaling that you're now ready to play on a higher field of creation. Your thoughts will manifest faster than ever before. This means your focus becomes your fortune. Guard it like sacred currency. What you think about, you summon. What you feel, you magnetize. So when your world seems unstable, remember, This is the bridge between timelines. The old one is collapsing while the new one solidifies beneath your feet. That's why things can look messy. Every breakthrough begins with a shake. Aquarius, you were never meant to blend in. Your entire astrological blueprint was designed for innovation, rebellion, and awakening. You don't follow systems. You rewrite them. You're the architect of consciousness in human form, and this quantum reset is returning you to that original design. Don't be surprised if your interests evolve. You may lose passion for things that once defined you, careers, friendships, even dreams, because the soul that desired those things is no longer the one driving the ship. Your compass has been recalibrated to divine purpose. Over the next 48 hours, listen closely. The signs will appear in subtle ways. Chills down your spine, ringing in the ears, sudden déjà vu, or dreams so vivid they feel prophetic. Each is a signal that your new energy body is activating. And when you feel the world falling apart around you, breathe. You're not breaking down, you're breaking through. The storm isn't punishment, it's preparation. The noise you hear is the sound of outdated frequencies collapsing under the weight of your truth. When this quantum break completes, you'll wake up feeling lighter, clearer, and more powerful than ever. You'll recognize that this was never destruction, it was divine reconstruction. Welcome to your energetic rebirth, Aquarius. The reset button has been pressed, and from this moment forward, nothing will ever be the same again. Sign number 2. The mirror shatters. The illusion of the old. By October 30th, the universe places a sacred mirror in front of you, and what you see may leave you breathless, not because it's frightening, but because it's foreign. You're staring at a reflection that no longer resembles the identity you've carried for years. For lifetimes, you've been wrapped in costumes, roles, labels, expectations, survival identities, the perfectionist, the healer, the rebel, the people pleaser. But as this cosmic current intensifies, all those masks begin to crack under the pressure of authenticity. Pluto's deep-cutting energy enters the stage like a surgeon of truth. It doesn't destroy, it reveals. It cuts through illusions, exposing every false program that has silently shaped your behavior. Generational guilt, family patterns, cultural conditioning, even memories from past incarnations. Everything that was borrowed, everything that was never you, begins to dissolve like mist in sunlight. At first, this can feel disorienting. You might ask yourself, who am I if I'm not that identity? Relationships may shift overnight. Friendships you thought were forever may fade without drama. Habits that once defined you, overthinking, apologizing for existing, chasing validation, suddenly feel impossible to sustain. Don't fight this collapse. It's the natural unraveling of illusion. Spiritually, this is what mystics call the death of the mask. And though the ego resists, this is not a death to fear. It's an evolution. Your ego isn't being punished. It's being re-educated. It moves from tyrant to teammate, from jailer to guardian. It learns to serve the soul rather than suppress it. Think of it as a soul exorcism, not of darkness, but of distortion. You're expelling the static that kept your divine signal weak. Suddenly, you recognize how often you've been on emotional autopilot, reacting to life instead of creating it. But now, something miraculous happens. Awareness enters the room. You become the observer, the conscious director of your own movie, not the frightened actor lost in the script. This mirror shattering is one of the most merciful acts of the universe, because illusion is a prison, and truth, no matter how uncomfortable, is freedom. When the false self dissolves, light rushes in to fill the space. You begin to breathe differently, speak differently, even think differently. Your energy no longer asks, "Do they like me?" It declares, "Do I align with this?" If tears flow during this stage, don't suppress them. They're not weakness. They're liquid release codes, cleansing every corner of the emotional body. If solitude calls, answer it. Isolation is not punishment. It's sacred incubation. You are in the cocoon between who you were and who you're becoming. Inside this cocoon lies the 0 point, the stillness from which all creation springs. It may feel empty, but it's not. It's a field of infinite potential waiting for your next command. In that void, your old stories have no authority. You become no thing so that you can become everything. Astrologically, Aquarius governs truth, rebellion, and innovation. Your purpose is to break templates, to invent new paradigms, to live as proof that freedom is possible. That's why the old version of you couldn't come along. It was designed for a world that's disappearing. The real you, the visionary, the liberator, the light bringer, needs open space to rise. And that's exactly what this mirror moment gives you: room for rebirth. So when you feel the discomfort of identity collapse, remember this: it's not destruction, it's revelation. The glass isn't breaking you, it's breaking what's false about you. Each crack lets in more light until only truth remains. By the end of October 30th, you'll look back at the person you were a week ago and feel a gentle astonishment. You'll realize that even your memories look different because you're perceiving them through healed eyes. You'll whisper to yourself, "I don't relate to who I was, and that's okay." That's not loss, Aquarius. That's liberation. It's the moment the butterfly first feels its wings. It's the sound of illusion shattering, so authenticity can finally speak. And as that sound echoes through your life, one truth becomes undeniable. The person looking back in the mirror is no longer trying to survive. They're finally learning how to shine. Sign number 3, Synchronicity Explosion. The universe starts speaking loud. Once the old frequencies collapse, reality begins to feel dreamlike, alive, responsive, almost playful. The veil between thought and manifestation thins, and suddenly the universe is speaking to you in a language made of numbers, symbols, and timing. Over these 2 days, synchronicities ignite like fireworks across your timeline. You'll glance at the clock and see 11:11 again. A receipt totals $22.22. The car ahead has 333 on its plate. At first you'll smile at the coincidence, but after the 10th or 20th time, you'll know. It's not coincidence, it's communication. These repeating numbers are not random. They're calibration codes, signals confirming that your vibration has synchronized with higher intelligence. They tell you, "We're here. You're aligned. Keep going." Every sequence carries a message. 1111 opens portals of manifestation. 222 brings balance and partnership. 333 calls in the ascended masters. 444 anchors protection. Each flash is the cosmos winking at you, saying, "You finally remember how to listen." And it won't stop at numbers. Messages arrive through songs that play the exact lyric you need, or through strangers who drop perfect wisdom in passing. Dreams become detailed transmissions. You wake remembering colors, faces, even sentences that feel more like downloads than imagination. You'll think of someone, and they'll text within seconds. You'll visualize an idea and watch it appear in conversation the next day. It's reality echoing your consciousness. This is confirmation that you're in flow, a state of energetic coherence where creation happens effortlessly. Uranus, your ruler, now fine-tunes your inner antennas. Your intuition sharpens beyond logic. Your empathy turns into telepathy. You read rooms without words, sense motives without evidence, and predict turns of events before they unfold. It might feel supernatural, but it's not magic. It's your natural Aquarian wiring finally online. You were never meant to stumble through life by trial and error. You were meant to feel energy and respond to it like a musician following rhythm. Now, with your crown and third eye chakras fully charged, guidance becomes instantaneous. An inner voice whispers, "Turn here," call them, wait, or move. And when you obey those subtle nudges, reality rearranges itself in your favor. That's divine partnership in action. But this new sensitivity is powerful and neutral. The universe will mirror whatever signal you send. The gap between thought and manifestation is shrinking fast, so your focus becomes sacred currency. If you dwell in gratitude, doors swing open. If you spiral in fear, resistance doubles back. The universe isn't punishing you. It's simply reflecting your broadcast with perfect accuracy. So choose consciously. Speak abundance, and abundance answers. Think peace, and life softens around you. Every feeling is a command. You're learning energetic mastery, the truest Aquarian gift. During this window, new people may cross your path. Souls who seem eerily familiar, though you've just met. These are timeline allies, companions written into your destiny contract. Some will arrive to teach, others to collaborate, a few to love. Each carries a puzzle piece that helps activate your higher mission. Pay attention to the instant recognition, the spark in the eyes, the sentence that feels predestined, the sense of, "I've known you before." That's your confirmation. Meanwhile, synchronicities will also highlight what no longer belongs. If plans crumble or someone drifts away, trust the orchestration. When your frequency rises, what isn't aligned simply fades instead of fighting to stay. Release without resistance. The universe is editing your cast so the next scene can unfold perfectly. By the time October 30th sunsets, you'll realize something profound. You're not chasing signs anymore. They're chasing you, because you've become a living beacon of resonance. Your vibration calls in experiences like a magnet calls metal filings. You're not a bystander in fate's movie. You're co-authoring it with the universe. So when the next sequence of numbers flashes or a song lyric pierces your heart at the exact right moment, pause and whisper, "I see you." That acknowledgement completes the circuit. The more you notice, the louder the conversation grows, until your entire life becomes dialogue with creation itself. Congratulations, Aquarius. The silence is over. The universe has found its frequency through you, and it speaks in miracles. Sign number 4, the soul merge, becoming your higher self in human form. The final and most sacred stage of this cosmic transformation is the soul merge, the complete integration of your higher self into your human experience. This is the reunion you've been unconsciously preparing for across lifetimes. You've spent years searching for signs, seeking proof, chasing the feeling of connection to something greater. Now, Aquarius, that something greater is no longer above you, it's within you. As this powerful wave of October energy completes, you'll feel the once firm boundaries between your spiritual and physical selves begin to dissolve. The voice you once called intuition stops whispering from a distance and starts speaking through you as your main operating system. You won't have to question, "Is this my ego or my intuition?" anymore, because they've merged into harmony. Your thoughts become aligned with divine truth. Your actions flow with higher purpose. Your very presence becomes a transmission of peace. Suddenly, decisions that once brought anxiety begin to flow effortlessly. You won't need to overthink or debate endlessly between logic and feeling. You'll simply know. You'll feel a subtle pull guiding you toward what is meant for you and away from what no longer serves your expansion. You'll find yourself in the right place at the right time. Not by coincidence, but by calibration. You no longer chase, you attract. You no longer force, you allow. You no longer plead, you command with faith. Your aura now vibrates in what mystics call the fifth dimensional frequency, the vibration of peace, purpose, and prosperity. That's not imagination. That's energetic physics. When the mind, heart, and soul align, your frequency becomes coherent, and coherence creates miracles. This is what the age of Aquarius is truly about: embodiment. You are not escaping Earth. You're here to infuse it with light. You are the bridge between heaven and earth, the living technology of divine intelligence. Through you, inspiration becomes innovation. Through you, compassion becomes movement. Through you, truth becomes revolution. You are no longer the seeker, you are the signal. The frequency that once felt distant now radiates from your own heart field, and this merge will manifest through subtle but undeniable miracles. Physical healing may occur in areas where medicine had no answer. Financial blessings may flow through creative channels that feel joyful instead of forced. Opportunities once blocked suddenly unlock without struggle. You may even notice time bending, hours stretching or collapsing as you operate outside linear reality. And emotionally, the inner storms that once defined your life begin to quiet. Peace, not as a passing moment, but as a default state, settles into your body. You start waking up feeling safe, even when the outer world looks uncertain. Because your safety no longer comes from circumstances, it comes from connection. Perhaps the most beautiful sign of this integration is this: you stop needing proof. You no longer beg the universe for validation or ask for signs that you're on the right path. Faith itself becomes your evidence. You know you are guided, supported, and chosen for something greater, not through external signs, but through inner resonance. When your higher self anchors into your human vessel, trust becomes automatic. You stop questioning whether you're worthy of miracles and start realizing that you are the miracle. Aquarius, your mission ahead is not about saving the world. It's about shining within it. Your light is medicine. Your authenticity is healing. Your voice carries frequency codes that awaken others simply by being heard. Every time you choose truth over conformity, courage over fear, authenticity over approval, you upgrade the collective grid of humanity. Your evolution becomes everyone's evolution. This is how the new Earth is built, not through revolution, but through resonance. And you, as an Aquarian soul, are the architect of that resonance. As this shift stabilizes by October 30th's close, you'll notice a new kind of silence inside you. Not the silence of emptiness, but the silence of completion. It won't feel like fireworks or adrenaline. It will feel like peace. A peace so deep it almost brings tears. That peace whispers, "I've come home to myself." And in that single realization, everything changes. You're no longer trying to find the light, because you are the light. You're no longer seeking signs from the universe, because the universe now speaks through you. This is the moment of embodiment, the return of heaven through human form. And as you walk forward, remember, you are no longer becoming your higher self. You have become it. Welcome home, Aquarius. The light has found a body. and it's yours. Aquarius. Pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and feel this truth. The next 48 hours are sacred. October 29th to 30th is not the closing of an old chapter. It's the opening of your divine era. You've journeyed through the breakdown, the mirror, the synchronicities, the soul merge. And now you stand in the calm after the storm. You've shed what was false, embraced the emptiness, decoded the signs, and merged with your higher identity. Everything you've walked through wasn't random. It was the activation sequence of your destiny. From this moment on, life doesn't just improve, it expands beyond imagination. The doors that were locked by confusion now open with clarity. The delays that once drained your spirit transform into divine timing. Even silence now holds meaning because miracles live inside it. Expect alignment where chaos once reigned. Expect opportunities that align perfectly with your soul mission. Expect love that feels calm, not confusing. Expect abundance that flows, not fights. You're no longer walking the old timeline. You are the timeline shift itself. Every choice you make, every thought you hold, every vibration you emit sends ripples through the collective grid. You are the frequency the world has been waiting for. And because of your awakening, the world will never be the same. You didn't come here to fit in. You came here to rewrite the code. You are proof that light wins. You are the living bridge between heaven and earth. So if this message resonates in your spirit, don't just listen, declare it. Type it into existence, speak it into reality. Write in the comments, right now, I am reborn in light. That declaration isn't just words, it's an energetic signature. It tells the universe you're ready to step fully into your next dimension of destiny. The cosmic shift is complete. The future is open. And you, Aquarius, you are finally home. Welcome to your rebirth, because after October 30th, you will never be the same again.